From BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Handoff, Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going all the way. He's going to score. He's got the five.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo. Welcome to Top of the Bleachers. It is February. I sound like a pirate, sort of. February the 7th. We're live, and it's Friday. Happy Friday, Tuck. What is up?
We need to start making Fridays like fire off Fridays. That's what you need to start calling Fridays. Every Friday is going to be a fire off Friday. Whatever, like, ticked us off through the whole week, we're going to let it out. We're going to let it out on Fridays.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, I got to go into the office.
Yeah, I don't. Friday is my last day of the week, so I'm dead for the week.
That's it. That's an attitude of a girl I saw on Twitter. I'm going to have to go into the office now.
Yeah.
To the job that I'm getting paid for.
I know.
Anyway, before we get into any of that, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube. You can follow us through Sports Talk with Friends. Speaking of Sports Talk with Friends,
Okay.
I'm talking to Steven, buddy of mine at work. I think he's commented a couple times. And he was telling me a story. It was like after 11 o'clock at night. And he's looking through YouTube, and at the top of it, our names were there, Top of the Bleachers or whatever. And it said live. And he said live. So he flipped over there, and it wasn't. Oh, and the title of it was the Luka Davis trade, or the Mavs trade away Luka, or there was some title up there. And he was like, what in the world? He's like, so he flipped on it, and it wasn't us. Apparently it was Dale's show, but somehow through Sports Talk with Friends, our thing came up too.
Yeah.
And they're talking about the Luka Davis trade, and he hadn't heard about it. And he's like, oh. Man. He's like, and it confused him because it wasn't me and you. And he was like, man, I gotta tell Tucker about this. Somebody's hacked their account, and they put on some ridiculous thing about Luka Doncic getting traded. Like, who's gonna believe that? And then at like 1 o'clock in the morning, his buddy texted him, and he said, man, the Luka thing. He said, no. My buddy got hacked. It's just somebody else got hacked. There's no way they would trade Luka Doncic.
I thought we got hacked, huh?
He thought we got hacked, and somebody was making fools of us.
Yeah, I saw that. They I don't know why he posted to our YouTube channel, but he did. I don't know why, but I don't care. I guess we do to his all the time. So
yeah, I don't
matter. I
don't give a flip. But it confused. So he asked me. He was like, "Man, do you share a channel with somebody?" And then I was kind of explaining to him how this works, but I am like IT deficient or whatever, kind of like an idiot, you know.
Well, you see, these two guys, and they're not in the same place, but
but
talking to each other, and
and there's like a group of us, and we all went to this same spot, but then there's this dude that lets us use something. I don't know, man. Anyway, I'm the talent. I just show up, man. That's what I do. I just show up.
Yeah, we're part of the Sports Talk with Friends network, but we have our shows, Top of the Bleachers. And then Dale has his a couple different shows. He's got Frenemies, where they do fantasy football.
Yeah, it took me a second. Well, congratulations, Dale. You broke the Luka Doncic story to somebody. Somebody didn't know about it.
There you go. Sweet.
Yeah.
He'll be happy to know that.
And then we talked about the Luka Doncic trade, which we both are like, what? And all Steven could say was, he's like, man, do they just think he's too fat? Is that what they think? They just think he's too fat?
Yeah, they do. They brought that up. They sure did. Oh, man.
If LeBron really wanted to leave a legacy, which he already has, but if he wanted to leave an even greater legacy, before he moves on, retires, goes to another team, whatever he does, he should put Donka on his, regiment. Like, you're going to come work out with me at the gym. You're going to eat like I do. Because if Luka ever shredded, if he ever got in the shape he should be in, dude, there'd be no stopping that dude. He could actually probably play defense. He could actually play on both ends.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like Barkley. Same kind of deal. Everybody always told him, you got to lose weight. And he wasn't going to do it.
Yeah, but Barkley played defense. Barkley was fierce on the defensive end.
Yeah. I didn't say he wasn't good.
He also played in a different time. Like, I feel like there was a lot. Well, I know there was a lot more post game and stuff like that, inside game when Barkley played. I don't know about how well he'd do playing defense in today's basketball, because there's so much moving and cutting, and just when you got your guy cut off, they kick it out for a three. That's all they do, man. I've seen guys give up layups to kick it out for a three. Just irritates the living tar out of me.
That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I don't like 40 a game, but yeah, I don't mind threes on fast breaks. Yeah, I don't mind that too much.
No, I don't mind it on a fast break. I don't mind it, but I have seen like little, point guards and shooting guards drive the lane. Nelly's done it. He'll drive the lane, and I think layup, and he turns around and kicks it out. And I'm like, you had a layup. Why are you taking the layup? Oh, by the way, pig, it's a day late, but hey, baby.
I got to slide on it here in a minute, but the Luka thing for a second.
Okay.
Barkley was good, dude. I know he was good, but I had something to say about Barkley, but you talked for a long time. I can't remember what it was now, so never mind. Move on to something else. What else you want to talk about?
Well, who do you think got the better end of the deal?
I think the Lakers did, probably, because Anthony Davis, he doesn't stay. He's not healthy enough, I don't think. But of course, Luka gets hurt too. But Luka's still young. He's younger than him. I don't know, man.
What about for like right now, for say a chance this year? I really feel like the Mavs might have helped their situation when because I don't know, man. I feel like the Mavs really got a chance this year, but I felt like they didn't lose their chance by trading away Luka. Like, I thought Luka might get them there anyway because he's Luka, but
I don't know. Mavs fans don't feel that way.
Mavs fans feel like Cleveland fans did when LeBron left the first time.
Yeah,
that's how
they're upset.
And they're probably burning Luka jerseys or, whatever.
He's going to torch them when they play. You know that, right?
Just remember, people, that it was only like 4 short years later, LeBron was right back in Cleveland. Okay. Yeah. It's a business. There's a chance he could come back to you. There's a chance he could end up somewhere else before he retires.
By the way, LeBron gave up and shaved the head.
Thank goodness.
Yep, shaved the head. He gave it up.
About time.
At some point, you got to, right?
What's he gonna do for his barbershop show? He's just gonna go in and get his head shaved during the barbershop show.
I don't know. I guess I thought it actually looked pretty good. At first, I was kind of like, that looks strange because I'd never seen it before, But after a couple highlights, it was all right.
It'd be like seeing Michael Jordan with an afro. Like, you'd be like, what in the world?
Yeah, Mike's kind of heavy set now.
Well, when you got that much money.
Yeah, he just opened some hospital thing out in North Carolina. He donated $10 million for it and blah, 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 blah. He was there to open it or whatever.
That was like one of my biggest fears was like, when they started talking about releasing the P. Diddy list. I was like, oh, please don't let Michael be on the P. Diddy list. I don't want Michael to be on the P. Diddy list.
Yeah, here you go. No kidding. It's a perfect distraction, dude. Everybody would have been talking about it.
Well, either that or
And this way he slid right in there. And he scored 40, so they're like, "Whoa, he scored 40." They're not talking about the bald head or nothing like that. Nobody brought it up.
I'm a little bit, just a tiny bit of a LeBron hater. Okay.
Yeah.
But I have one of his jerseys. It's a Cleveland jersey. I didn't burn it. He's so egotistical. Like, you cannot question his ability on the court. Okay. His ability on the court is, he's amazing.
Oh yeah.
He is the best player in his generation. He is actually 2 generations now, because he's been around forever. But he's egotistical, and you can see it, and he's narcissistic, and you can see that. And to me, it's more like the Luka and Davis trade was getting too much attention, so let me shave my head kind of thing. But it could have been the other way. It could have been the other way.
It could be that way. I don't know. Uh-oh. Somebody's home. Happy Friday, Floppy. What's up, man? Our guy Floppy. Dude, today I know it's not your Friday, but it's my Friday. But dude, it dragged on and dragged on and dragged on. And finally I was like, all right, if you need me, just call me. Because I'm not going to sit here any longer waiting on you to make a decision, or, I don't even know if it's going to happen today. You know what I mean? Waiting on a guy to find some equipment, basically. But he's got to find it. He got to go looking for it. It's all different. It could be several different places. He may have to take it out of another piece of equipment or something, but he may never find one. He may have to order one. I don't know, but I'm not going to sit here and just wait all day. But it was just a long day of frustrating things over and over and over at work.
We've been having problems with our dishwasher. So like when it goes to dry, it doesn't shut off, to the point that it melted a cup.
Geez.
Melted it into nothing. Like, just like it was.
Wow.
Like, I came home at 2:30, loaded the dishwasher and started it. Lace at about 6:00 that night said, "You smell something?" And it had been sitting there doing that heat dry the whole time.
Oh, wow.
That's
crazy.
This is the second
after
time.
You got it fixed?
Yes, this is the second time that it happened.
Oh, no.
What made me think of it was, he was like, he may never find it, or he needs to go do this, or, whatever. Take the batteries out of one remote and put it in the other. Come on, man. Let's go. But he came back. He replaced some sort of wiring harness. And then he came back this time and said, like, when he came in and looked at it, he was like, yeah. He said, yeah, this is going to be no charge. And I was like, duh shit. I mean, you were just here a week ago and told me it was fixed. So yeah, this is going to be no charge.
For the same thing?
Yeah. No, no, he's going to put a motherboard in it now, whatever that is.
Well, how the heck just your dishwasher has a computer in it?
Apparently. I don't know.
That's
what
crazy.
do I know nothing about computers.
I mean, I guess it does all electric and stuff. So I mean, makes sense. But
it's not really. Yeah, it's not really no charge, because I paid $400 the first time he came and said that he was going to fix it.
Oof.
If it was a true no charge, you give me my $400 back. That would be a true no charge. Okay.
Yeah.
But when we made the appointment, it's like, yeah, I'll be there between 2 and 6. Oh, well, let me rearrange my whole freaking day so I can make sure that I'm here between 2 and 6. What kind of appointment is that? What kind of like you?
Well, because they know it might take longer somewhere than it might at other places.
They don't even do that at the airport. They tell you your plane's leaving at 10 o'clock, and then they delay it.
Most of the time they say 2 to 6, and then they call you at 1:30. Hey, I'm on my way. I'm gonna be there in a minute. You gonna be home?
Yeah, you've had good experiences. I've had the 2 to 6 and never showed up.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And then you call and you're like, hey, they never showed. And he's like, oh, well, we'll try and work you in tomorrow. Try and work me in. I need to be the first one tomorrow.
Kind of like my pizza last night. I ordered pizza. I got off. I worked hard all day yesterday. I worked like a 13-hour day. I got off work. I'm like, I don't feel like cooking. I just want to order some food. We'll order in. We're gonna watch some TV and just hang out and chill for a little while. Order a pizza from Pizza Hut. I guess that's all right to say. We're gonna bash Pizza Hut for a little while. Ordered it.
I mean, you're not actually bashing Pizza Hut. You're bashing that chain or whoever owns that one particular.
Well, I guess it's not his fault. I don't know if it's his fault or not. But anyway, about an hour, 20 minutes later.
Oh my gosh!
I call the store because I ordered online. I call the guy. I call the girl, answers the phone. I tell her, I ordered online. I just want to, check status on my order. It's Thursday night at like 6 o'clock, 6:30, and I know pizza. I know it's busy. What's the status? Oh, well, hang on a minute here. She goes, well, it says that DoorDash picked it up. She goes, but then it says that it hasn't been cleared off the screen that it's been made yet. And I'm like, so you don't know where my order's at? No. And then she sort of tried to talk me into canceling my order. She was like, well, if you want to cancel, that's okay. You can go ahead and do that. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
no, I want my pizza.
Well, I want my food that I ordered. I don't know why you should be trying to sell me some more shit while you got me on the phone instead of trying to get me to cancel my order. What kind of phone girl is that? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, is the manager there? Can I talk to the manager? Yeah. And I didn't say it mean. I'm not mad, not nothing. I just like, is the manager there? Can I talk to the manager? Well, I'll see if he has time to come up here. And then boop, puts me on hold. And then I sit there for 10 minutes.
Oh, man.
And by the end of the 10 minutes, I was starting to steam a little bit. I was starting to be like, all right, starting to get hot. I kept my cool the whole time. I never yelled at the guy. I kept my cool the whole time. But he apologized. He's like, our fryer went out and that backed up everything. And now blah, 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 excuse, whatever.
Yeah.
And I know stuff happens. Freaking oven quit one. I've had stuff happen. I know.
Sure.
Right. But then he was like, all right. Then he was like, something about if you want to cancel your order or something. I'm like, no, I kind of wanted my food. Do you know where it is? I'm not sure. I don't think it's been made yet. We can remake it for you and get it back and get it out there. No. How about you just give me my money back? Then I spent like 10 minutes on the phone with him trying to figure out how to give me my money back. And I was like, dude, come on.
You don't think they covered that in managerial school at Pizza Hut?
I mean, come on. I was like, all right, fine, never mind. What's the easiest way that I can get off the phone right now and get my money back? What's easiest? He's like, well, I can put a note on your phone number when you call in, but I'm like, do that. I will talk to you later. I'm going somewhere else to get some food. I went and got some Taco Bell. Came home. I'm like, dang you, Pizza Hut. So I ended up having to go out anyway to get food. And then I got home. It was like 8 o'clock or something by the time we had dinner. You know what I mean? I was just like, bro, this day just stinks. It was a stinky day, man.
Well, I know that you had to work late because, that's the reason we didn't do the podcast. I didn't know you got held up by the pizza man.
Yeah, I did.
It's usually the other way around. Usually it's the pizza man that got held up. I ever tell you about the first delivery I ever went out on. Okay. I'm a college kid. It's pretty memorable. All right.
Okay.
I'm a college kid. I got me this job at Papa John's delivering pizza for a little extra cash in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And rode around with the dude for a night. And then the next night it was, you're on your own. Go do it. So I don't even know why they put me in the car with the dude for a night, because it's not like it's difficult. You just,
Here's the address. Drive there.
yes.
Okay. I can do that.
Yeah. So I take this pizza in Jonesboro down around Race Street, and I'm looking for this little cul-de-sac. Now, I only know it's a cul-de-sac now because I ran pizza so often from Papa John's. But then I didn't know it was a cul-de-sac, and I'm looking for this thing, and I cannot find it. And it is hidden. Okay. You have to, and nobody told me it was hidden. I took off.
And this is before you had phones.
Oh, yeah. I didn't have a phone. No. This is 96.
Yeah, this was pre GPS phones and stuff.
Yeah. There might have been some people with some phones, but they had money. They weren't driving pizza for a living.
Man, that's crazy.
So I pull into this little convenience store, and I'm going to go in. I'm going to see if I can find a local, somebody who lives around the area, can tell me where the street is at. All right. So I go into the convenience store, and as I'm standing there, this guy says, "Hey, man." And I said, "What?" And he said, "I think somebody's in your car." And I stepped through the window, and there is a man reaching in, grabbing the 2 pizzas on my passenger side, stepped into another car, and drove off.
No.
Yeah, dude. Happened.
What?
Yes.
First delivery?
First delivery. I think I'm fired. I'm like, oh, well, that's it. I'm fired. Well, that was a great job experience. I can put that on a resume somewhere.
You go negative on your first delivery. That sucks. I lost money. I got a job and lost money. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Anyway.
That's hilarious. Oh, gosh. He didn't fire you, though, right? No.
They didn't fire me. As a matter of fact, the manager laughed his butt off. He thought it was the funniest thing he'd ever heard in his life.
Oh, my gosh. That's crazy.
I was like, dude, I got a witness. I even told him, I said, I even got the guy that was working at the convenience store, got the phone number to the convenience store. And I said, my boss might call up here in a minute. You need to vouch for me that those people just stole my pizza.
Like, I didn't see nothing, bro. I didn't see nothing.
Because at the time, I was pretty heavy set. So I'm thinking, I'm going to walk in and tell the manager what's happening. He's like, you could be parked on the side road, pounding down 2 pizzas. That's what
he was probably looking at the minutes. He'd be like, well, been gone 47 minutes. Where you been?
I can't eat 2 pizzas in 47. Maybe.
You could back then, probably.
Back then, I probably could.
Shoot. All right, man. I got some slides. I actually got several things to look at today, man. We got some cool stuff, actually. But first up, right, like you said, call them Hogs, man.
Pig! Man, what a great, hard-fought win. And I don't know what it is about a team, and you see it in college more than you see it in the pros, but you see it in the pros too. A team will get up 20, and I don't know what you got to say to the kids to keep the urgency up. It's like, guys, I know we got a 20-point lead, but they could come back. Oh, coach, they ain't coming back. Guys, we need to keep, rebounding. We need to keep, because you could tell there was like a 5-minute span right there where it was like, oh, we got this wrapped up. We're not taking this seriously. And here come Texas. And I thought, you boys give this away, and I'm going to be right back off the cow train.
Yeah, I know. They took their foot off the gas there for a little bit, and it showed for sure. Another big game by Nelly, dude. He freaking killed it.
Yeah, Nelly had a great game. Everybody did okay. I even saw Adu make a good play at one point. He definitely, I don't know, man. It's like between last year and this year, Adu aged 25 years. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, no, he doesn't look healthy at all. He doesn't look healthy to me.
He
just runs funny. He runs like he's stiff.
Yeah, it's not really stiff. He runs like his knees hurt. You know,
Yeah.
if you saw somebody and like their back hurt or their knee hurt, that's how they would run. You know, like You know, he's like 7'2", and it looks like he struggles to even get up off the floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, they did good, man, and it put them. They're like they're on the bubble. First four out, but they're the first team or whatever. That's what they moved up just because of the one win or two wins or whatever.
Let's just slow our roll, okay? We drank way too much of the Kool-Aid earlier.
Just tell you,
they win the next one against Alabama at home. Listen, they win the next one, and I'm going to be a Kool-Aid drinking son of a gun, okay?
They're not beating Alabama, bro. That's probably not going to happen.
Alabama's beatable. They've been beat this year.
Hey, I got to keep my reverse cheeks going here. All right,
that's fine. Just expect me to retaliate every time you say it.
Just like when I put $100 on the Chiefs.
Trying to put a positive vibes out there.
It's going to be worth the $100 to see
for them to lose. Yeah. I have this is really sad, but I have like zero interest in this Super Bowl. Like zero.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I take that back. I take that back. There's supposed to be a new Jurassic Park trailer come out that they're going to release of the Super Bowl. So I'm kind of pumped about that, but that's about it.
I'm a little excited because we normally don't do any kind of party. Like, it's just usually the wife and I, and she moseys off somewhere and takes a nap, and I watch the game. That's usually how we watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But we're going to Steve's. We're going to do some wings. We got all kinds of dips.
Oh yeah, he's a Kansas City fan, right?
Yeah, his wife is a huge Kansas City fan, and her kids are too. They're over the top. She sends me pictures. He yells and screams at the TV like we do. It's hilarious. So yeah, it'd be fun to watch it with them and give them a hard time, and you know, when I tell her, first thing I'm gonna tell her is I bet $100 on the Chiefs, and she's gonna be so mad at me. I haven't done it, but I'm just gonna tell her I did, just to get her riled up. Anyway, here comes some other stuff, man. I don't know if you saw this. Marshall Faulk, new running back coach. For Colorado.
Marshall Faulk is the new running back coach for Colorado.
I want to say Warren Sapp's like the D-line coach or something. I want to say.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. Why not get one of the greats at that position to be your coach? It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I think Colorado, man, I think they might be fixing to make a run here.
I'm surprised that, well, man, he needs to keep them two boys at his school if he wants to make a run, because
they go.
Yeah.
He'll get 5 stars and all kinds of guys now, though.
Yeah, but his kid at quarterback is a one that he's just like Dion. He's a one in a generation kind of athlete. And the other kid on the other side that plays both sides of the ball, give me a break. You don't see that. You don't, especially at the college level, you don't see that.
We're going to get into some more brothers talk here in a minute, but hold that thought, okay? Sports and brothers, okay?
Okay, sports brothers. That's what we are, man. We're sports brothers.
We're sports brothers.
Sports brothers.
I don't know if you saw this. Josh Allen won MVP, and I saw several tweets about Lamar's stats were just a touch better. They feel like he got snubbed, but whatever. Josh Allen's your MVP.
If anybody got snubbed, okay, Josh Allen had a great year this year, did great. If anybody got snubbed, it was Saquon Barkley. Okay. He is the MVP of the league.
Yeah. He's in Super Bowl.
He's in the Super Bowl. He helped that team. How many they lose this year? 2? They lose 2 this year, or
The Ravens?
Yeah. No.
Oh, the
Barkley.
Bills?
Not
Barkley. I want to say, I don't know. I think 2.
Yeah, I think they lost. I think Barkley is the MVP. I'd have no problem with Josh Allen being the MVP. I wouldn't have a problem with Lamar Jackson being the MVP. They both had incredible seasons.
No
I
kidding.
think, but I really believe that Barkley is the MVP.
He should have got it just for that.
Yeah, he jumped over a man backward. That's what I'm saying.
If that's not play of the year, bro, that
dude,
that has to be play of the year, right?
That needs to be a trophy somewhere. Is what it needs. They need to have that in bronze. Like you win this, like most play year ought to be him. The trophy should be him jumping over that dude backward. That was crazy insane.
That was insane. Speaking of brothers, okay, on to the brothers conversation. I don't know if you saw, but the 2025 Hall of Fame inductees were announced.
Okay.
One of them is Sterling Sharp. Shepard.
Oh, Shannon and Sterling are going in?
Shannon's already in.
Oh, Shannon's already in. That's right.
Yeah, so Sterling's going in. First brothers in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Which, and we're going to get to in a second, because there should have been another brother that got in, but he didn't. But congrats to Sterling. He only played 7 years, and hurt his neck or whatever, but still had a good enough career to get in. So,
yeah, just imagine if his career wasn't cut short. The numbers he could have put up.
Yeah, and in the year he got hurt, he was monstrous. He retired in the offseason, I think.
But do you know if this was his? You only get to be on the ballot so many times, and then you don't ever get to be on it again.
No,
did he go in on first ballot?
You can get. I think you can get on more than one time, or how many times. I don't think that matters, because there's that one guy who was like for the Raiders in the 70s or something. He's been, and what's his name? Steve McMichael just got in last year.
No. There's not a time limit. There's not a time limit. It's like once you're on the ballot, like they say, okay, these are the guys to vote on, or
your
whatever.
Finalists.
Your finalist.
Here's your finalist this year.
Yeah, you can only be a finalist so many times before you're just not going to get in.
I don't know why they put Antonio Gates over here, because he got in.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be on this list, but here's your 4 that got in. Sterling, Jared Allen, you remember him, the big defensive end, played for the Vikings and the Chiefs. You remember him?
Mm-hmm. I remember Jared Allen.
Eric Allen, the cornerback. He had those eyes, man. You remember the eyes?
I don't remember Eric Allen.
Color of his eyes. He had real pretty colored eyes. That's what I remember about him. I don't know if you want to call him pretty, but he had goldish brown eyes, whatever. It's pretty, whatever.
Jared Allen was like a oh man, Jason Ham. He reminded me of Jason Ham.
Yes.
Which only you and I get that. Everybody else watching is like
big old country boy. Yes.
Big old country boy.
Yep. But here's your some of your finalists over here though. Torrey Holt, Luke Kuechly, Eli Manning, which, by the way, people are making a big stink about him being snubbed for his not a first ballot Hall of Famer, even though none of these guys have any Super Bowls. Eli has 2. He didn't get in. Everybody's upset about it, whatever.
Well, he's going
to get in. I mean, he's going to get in.
There's not a quarterback on the list.
Then his stats aren't that great, but he's won 2 Super Bowls.
He's won.
You know what I mean?
Everybody's upset because his last name's Manning. If you feel bad for Eli, vote for him for the kick of destiny. Okay, Eli is not hurting because he's not in the Hall of Fame.
How does the Mannings not the first brothers into the Hall of Fame? See what I mean? The Sharps are now. Man, they could have had 2 sets of brothers in the same year. Mannings don't get in. And they only put 4 people in. They said they could put up to 5. And I don't know. They got certain rules on who they can pick, and then like there's so many common error, or what do they call it, new error players or something like that, and then only one out of the old players or something, legacy players, or what, I don't know what they call them. But the way they pick them and stuff is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of, they have rules and stuff like that. I don't know all the rules. So
well,
but anyway, Eli got
so over here on the right, you have the names of the people that were also finalists.
Yes.
Right. And so what do you, other than Eli, I guess, which one?
I mean, Adam Vinatieri, right? I know he's a kicker, but dang, bro.
What about Darren Woodson? I figured Darren Woodson was already in.
I don't know about him. Reggie Wayne, though.
Steve Smith Sr.
Reggie Wayne's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Come on.
Luke Kuechly? You didn't put Luke Kuechly in on the first ballot?
Oh, man. Torrey Holt, too. He had a great career.
Torrey Holt had a great career.
Steve Smith Jr. had a good career, too. Terrell Suggs. How you not put him in? He played for 47 years.
Well, I think you just ran into the problem of the voters. Is that this is a great list, and you have to pick 4 or 5 names off this list.
All right. You pick 4. You pick 4 people off the 4 that's on that made it in the list here.
Well, I'm putting in Sterling Sharp.
Really?
Yeah, Sterling had a great career, man, and it was cut short. I feel like he would have been like, I think he would have been. Yeah, good point. Good point. So you don't want Sterling in?
I'm just saying there might be some more deserving guys on here.
Is it because he's black?
No. No. Antonio Gates, I think he should have got in for sure. And
dude, I'm kind of partial to Darren Woodson. I think Adam Vinatieri should get it. What about Fred Taylor? Fred Taylor had a great career. Mike Holmgren. I mean, I don't know, man. It's a tough one to pick from. Willie Anderson.
Yeah, I'm surprised about. I don't know why they had more. Like usually, I thought they had big classes.
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. I don't know. I mean, eventually they got to run out of space, right? I mean, they've let how many people are in the Hall of Fame? We're coming up on Super Bowl 60.
Well, I saw that there was 19 classes that have had only 4 inductees. I think it was out of 63. Let me see if I can find that.
Do we know who votes on this? Is this AP? Is this just a group of men that are deciding what, or ladies?
I told you, I don't know the rules. I told you, I'm not sure. I don't know who does that. The coaches. Oh man, I did read something about this while ago.
Hey, flea market, man, you need to calm down, man. You need to calm down. Just
what's going on?
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
He might have deserved it. Don't tell him that.
No, I'm not saying the guy didn't deserve, like, maybe a dressing down or something, but almost getting a fight, man. Come on. You should have just gotten in your car and rammed him. That would have taught him.
Oh my gosh. Holy crap. We need to have a no advice Tuesdays or something. Don't take our advice Tuesdays.
I've often thought that if I ever won the lottery, which by the way, probably not going to happen because I don't ever play it. But if I ever won the lottery, I would go out and buy me just a big old truck, dually, big old brush guard on the front, but it'd be older. It'd have rust spots on it and look like, it looked like something out of a horror movie or something like that. And I would just drive around the roundabouts in Conway. And when people made a mistake, I just slam into them because I'd have the money to, fix their car or whatever.
You crazy, man.
They irritate me, man. They irritate me. It's not a hard concept. You yield to the left. That's all you got to do. Yield to the left. That's it.
It's because they're dumb. That's why.
Mm.
That's why everybody don't like them. They're dumb.
No, the roundabouts aren't dumb. The people are dumb.
Oh.
The roundabouts are awesome. They cut down on traffic like a mother.
I can't believe it.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man.
What else I don't believe? You saw this. Did you see this?
Yeah, man. Jimmy Butler went to the Warriors. This is probably more confusing to me than, say, the Luka Davis trade, which I don't know if you were here earlier, Severon, but I told that story. He got a big kick out of it. But yeah, I feel like he just pretty much swapped places. Like he went from a team that was pretty much in the same situation that he went, in the team he's going to.
Yeah.
So I don't see this as an upgrade for Jimmy Butler. I thought he was looking to put a ring on his finger, but apparently he just wanted out of Miami. That's all he wanted.
Well,
it's bad. It's bad when they reach out to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant don't want to go back to Golden State either.
Yeah, he wore out his welcome there, though.
They were in talk. They talked to him.
I don't believe that.
No, okay.
Fake news.
Okay, all right.
I think this helps. Golden State. I mean, Steph, Jimmy, and
plus they still got a couple of young guys on their team that are actually really good. They got Moody. They got,
speaking of Moody,
I'm drawing a blank now. They got somebody else that's pretty good too. Decent.
Speaking of Moody, the skills challenge. He's going to be in the skills challenge
with Draymond.
With Draymond, which I find hilarious. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of memes on that. But the skills challenge, yeah. Modus is going to play in that. So then you ask, who else is playing in the skills challenge? Well, this is who else is playing in the skills challenge. It's hard to read, but you got the team Cavs. You got Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. And then you got Team Rooks, which is the 1 and 2 pick. Alex Starr and Rashid. And then you got Team Spurs, Paul and Wemby. And then Team Warriors. They got Draymond and Moody. So.
Okay, do we know what the skills challenge consists of this year?
No idea.
Okay.
No idea. I can look it up if you want me to.
Well, I mean, if I was going to bet on this, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, but if I was and I was going to bet on this, I would want to know, because you got Wemby in there, maybe there's some sort of like get the ball down from a tall shelf or something,
Let's see. Here we go. Format and rules explained. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. No, they want me to accept something. I don't want to accept nothing. Just let me read the story.
Just give me a diagram. I
can
probably work it out for myself.
These people, man.
Cookies.
Yeah.
Why would they name something that is so irritating after something that is so delicious and satisfying?
I don't.
Like, they shouldn't be called cookies. They should be called turds. That's what they should be called, turds. Every time I say that word, I think of your cousin Derek.
Why?
Because just the word, I guess, because he was visual or whatever. So when you said the word, he pictured it, and he would actually gag a little bit every time you said the word turd.
Yeah. This is true, actually.
I used to say it as often as I could around him.
You're such a jerk.
Well, he was kind of a jerk too. Come on now, he gave as good as he got.
A little bit. He's nerdy. All right. There's 3 rounds of competition.
Okay.
Round 1.
All right.
A relay with passes, dribbling through pylons, shots, and more. The other teams have to best the fastest time, with the winner getting 100 points.
Okay.
So there'll be some kind of
Some sort of dribbling. So I don't figure that probably won't be Wemby. That'd probably be
they got to do it as a team.
Oh, they got to do it as a team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Round 2 is a passing drill through moving targets. You get points for making each pass in 30 seconds. Winner gets 100 overall points.
Okay.
Maybe it is individual. I don't know. 3 is a shooting drill. In 60 seconds, you can shoot from all kinds of places on the court with increased difficulty, getting more points. The winning team gets 200 overall points. Okay, winning team gets 200 overall points.
All right, so you send I don't know. You send somebody like a good shooter, like Donovan Mitchell. Yeah. You send him out there to the 5-point circle.
Right.
And then while you're grabbing rebounds for him, you can be hitting 2s and 3s, in close. That's probably just what I'm imagining in my head.
I would guess so, yeah. I think I've seen something similar to that. So round 1, 100 points. Round 2, 100 points. Round 3, 200 points.
Now they do they have done in the past. This was a story this week. They've done in the past this, and they might be doing it this year, this mixed skills thing where
with the WNBA and
with the WNBA. Yeah. And it became a story this week because Caitlin Clark, I guess, turned it down.
Oh, I don't know.
Said that she didn't want to do it. And she took a little bit of heat over it.
Huh.
Except for a few people that I saw that were defending her, were talking about, her schedule and how much time, and she would rather use the All-Star break as,
well, it's their summer, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't know why she didn't do it. I'm sure she has a reason. Maybe she's going to a Taylor Swift concert that week or something.
I don't know. I haven't seen any. I don't know I haven't seen anything else besides the skills and the what was it, the rookie?
Well, they'll do the dunk and they'll do the 3-point.
All that stuff, yeah. I guess is this weekend? It is. No, it's next weekend.
No, this weekend is Super Bowl weekend. Are we allowed to say that? They have copyright.
Oh gosh!
Somehow
sue me. I mean, what are we gonna do? Let's see what else we got going on, man. I got a couple more things. First of all, tomorrow playing Alabama at home. So I'm bringing that up one more time. And then, bro, I saw some random guy on the internet has solved the national debt. Okay. I don't know why people aren't listening to this guy. This guy's a genius.
Okay.
All right. I saw him post this here. Somebody commented on it, but check out this post. The U.S. national debt is now $31.41 trillion.
Mm-hmm.
The Treasury Department just needs to put a $38 trillion on Jalen Hurts anytime TD, and we'll be out of this mess.
Hilarious.
That's
You want to have all of America rooting for the Eagles? Do this.
Yeah, I know. Down, bro.
They will let this kid waltz to the end zone.
I know. Wouldn't that be crazy?
That'd be
$38 trillion. $38 trillion on Jalen Hurts.
$38 trillion or 31.41.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Anyway, thought that was funny. What else we got? There's a big game on tonight. Actually, I saw college basketball game. I want to say UConn and let's see, St. John's. Let's see, we got USC and Purdue. And St. John's and UConn play tonight.
What time is the USC game?
6:00.
Really? Okay. What time
They're
is it?
playing they're at Purdue
Oh, okay. And the other ones?
at 7.
Oh, okay.
So 6 and 7.
I might flip on USC and see how Muss is doing.
Yeah, well, they're a 13.5-point underdog. So, but they have they have beat some good teams. They lost to the bad teams, but they beat some good teams this year.
I don't even know why I'm asking, but what's the line on the Arkansas game?
I want to say I saw 5 points, but let me check. Let's just see. Alabama, Arkansas. Let's see here. Is it going to tell me here somewhere? Let's see. My bad. This one will tell me here. Riveting stuff here, man. Riveting.
I'm sorry, I was over here in the comments.
It still doesn't tell me. What the heck? You're going to make me Google it.
Riveting.
Oh my gosh. They pulled up a game from 2010. What in the world?
Can't you just click on USC and see what their record is?
I did, but I click on Arkansas and it just brings me up all the list of games and stats and blah, 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 blah. But no, let's see here. Let's go to Bart Torvik. How about that? We'll have a look at that in a few days.
What do you want to know?
You asked me what
what the line was. I didn't even remember the question I asked you, man. I had moved on and my bad.
Riveting. Okay, on Bart Torvik, we are a 6-point underdog.
At home.
Yes. Well, Alabama's ranked number 4 or something like that. What'd you expect it to be?
No, it's exactly what I expected. I mean, I don't know. I'm confident. I think the house will be packed. I think maybe we'll get lucky.
Yeah.
And you know, get some calls to finally go our way instead of everybody else's way, you know? Because I feel like in Kentucky, they were getting some home cooking. And I feel like in Texas, they were getting some home cooking. And we won both of those ball games. If we can actually get some home cooking, maybe we can win.
Well, I don't know about this one, man. They're ranked number 3, 19-3, 8-1 in the SEC.
I know.
They're a train right now. So,
I know. Listen, the next 4 ball games are tough. Okay. I mean, every game in the SEC is tough, but we got Alabama. Say we lose that one, but then we got LSU at home. I think we kept up with them when we went to LSU. We didn't get blown out or nothing. So
yeah, we should definitely get them back.
So maybe we can get that one, but then we got to go on the road again for 2 games, and we got Texas A&M and Auburn.
I know, bro.
So out of those 4 ball games, okay, if we can win 2 of them, you know, so that means out of the 3 ones that I think we're going to lose, we just need to pull 1 out, and it's a quad 1 win. It'll look good for us. And then we can use the last of the season to maybe get close to 500.
Maybe. We'll see.
But, I mean, Missouri ain't no slouch this year. Texas did not play a good game against us, but you can't guarantee that when we face them again that they might come out fired up. Who knows? And we seem to play a little better on the road than we do at home, which really I do not understand. It's like,
Well, I watched a lot of the.
do they not practice in Bud Walton?
They do, but they said this is just the rumor on the street. I don't know if this is any fact to this, but there was talk that there was kind of a disconnect between the fans and the team. It was like they didn't. It's like they didn't know them very well, and then they lost some games, and the fans kind of like stepped back, and now they won a couple. So they feel like this Saturday should be the best crowd they've had. This should be all that stuff. So I don't know. I think there might be.
I used to drive 2 hours from here up on the hill and watch Stan Heath. I used to drive 2 hours from here and up on the hill and watch Pelfrey. I used to watch Mike Anderson. All right. Mm-hmm. Then Musk shows up and we blow up. Now I can't get a seat up there. Okay.
Yeah. We got there's a bunch of empty ones.
Yeah, we got Cal coming into the house. The fan base should be excited. They lose a few ball games, and you see it shows you, and it's not just Razorbacks, but it doesn't happen at every college. But you see what happens. The fans are like, oh well, maybe we won't go this weekend. You should have your season tickets ripped from you and given to somebody who showed up every one of those losses.
I feel like if you're a season ticket holder, you should have to show up for X amount of games, or you don't get to keep them.
Well, who's going to
they already changed all the prices and stuff, and
they ain't letting the students in free no more. I'd be pissed if I was the students, man.
They just changed all the season ticket prices and stuff too, and a lot of people are like, "I ain't paying that. I'm not. You got to pay. It's crazy."
Well, especially since he had
some of them have been there 50. This one guy had been there, a season ticket holder for over 40 years.
Yeah, he should be grandfathered in.
And they upped his thing so much that he's like, I got a family of 5. I can't afford 5 tickets anymore. So he can't be a season ticket holder anymore. But he's been there 40 years.
See, that ain't right, man.
That's not right. You shouldn't treat him
That's one of the downsides of this NIL and stuff. Now you got a big money grab going. Everybody trying to grab, extra money anywhere they can.
Yep, for sure.
They'll send $230,000 to Peru for a transgender comic book, but I can't get seats at the Razorback game for a decent price.
I don't know. Sex changes in Guatemala.
Did you read the list? It's ridiculous.
It is
what they're sending. It's like, this is not U.S. aid. This is U.S. laundering is what this is.
Yes. Robbery.
It is. Absolutely. It's straight up robbery.
Absolutely.
If you could ever pinpoint a group of people, like an actual, like these are the head people. If you could, dude, they should be prosecuted to the fullest extent.
Well, it's all of them is the problem.
Yes, it is. It's all of them.
And they've been doing it for years, man. Years. Anyway, speaking of mental health, before we get out of here,
I wanted to. There's something kind of. This is kind of a sad and disturbing story, but I kind of wanted to tell it.
Right now in the suicide part?
Yeah, I think it fits pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
I worked with this guy named Donnie. Orange Ham knows this dude, I'm pretty sure. His name's Donnie. And worked with him all the time. Dude was, I don't know, I think it's discernment of spirits, which if you don't know, you can look that up. But I never really felt right around him. It's like something a little bit off about him. First of all, he had I don't care either because he's in jail now, but he had the worst BO that I've ever been around. All right. And I asked one girl about it one time, and she said that he claimed that he was allergic to soap. I was like, yeah, well, so find something, find a rough rock or something. I mean, wash yourself. Find a way to do it because it was bad some days. And if he ever ran my route, like it lingered, like when I walked into the case the next day, and it's like, oh man,
well,
is that me? I'd start checking. Anyway,
some people it's because the medicines that they're on. Like I know some people that have that problem.
Some people it's because of the drugs that they're on too.
That too. or the alcohol they drink, or whatever.
Matter of fact, you actually sort of know of this guy in a roundabout way.
I know Donnie.
So sort of. Your daughter was getting rid of a dog, and she called me and asked me if I knew anybody who'd take a dog. And Donnie had like some land, so I asked Donnie if he'd be interested. He thought about it, and then he backed out. All right, that's just a side story. Anyway, the dude apparently was raping his 13-year-old stepdaughter, and finally got caught.
I didn't want to hear that.
And
that's horrible.
It got me to thinking that, and another conversation that I had at work. This is a suicide and crisis lifeline. If something like that is happening to you or somebody you know, they need to reach out to somebody. They need to reach out to the authorities, but you need to reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
And this is, we bring up suicide a lot, but there are other things that happen in life, and these people can help. They can send you in the right direction. Give them a call, 988. They can help you out. That was it.
True that.
His picture was in the paper. Like, I'm delivering the paper, and it's like, I read like the top headline. It's like, man accused of rape or whatever. And I see there's a picture. So I'm like, what this guy look like? So I flip it over, and I'm like, and they got his name under it. And I'm like,
that's crazy. Speaking of shocking news, mine's not as nearly as well, it might be morbid. I don't know, but I went out. The company I work for was out in Washington State, right?
Mm-hmm.
And last November, I went out there, rubbed elbows with a bunch of people out there that I talked to online a lot during work, but don't ever see them in person. So I went to see them in person. And one of the main engineers, who's like what you call a principal engineer, so he's the guy that makes all the plans for everything. And he was a pretty young guy. He looked like Kevin Smith, Silent Bob.
Yeah.
He looked like that guy, like for real.
All right.
And not a nice guy though, not a nice guy, but and fairly young. I was talking to somebody today, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, I don't know if you heard or not, but Neil passed away." I said, "What?" Yeah, he's probably younger than me. You know what I mean? I said, "He passed away. That's crazy. What?" He said, "Yeah, they think he had a heart attack." I was like, "Oh my gosh, bro!" They sent the police in for like a wellness check. That's how they found it, because he wasn't answering calls, wasn't showing up for work, wasn't, And that just blows me away, man. How short life really is. I mean, when someone that you know or have met, or someone that they die, it just totally shakes you a little bit. Like, man, life is just so stinking short and so fragile. You know what I mean? Oh,
take you back to an earlier conversation, delivering pizza. We had a guy that lived in Jonesboro that ordered 2 pizzas every day. Okay.
Yeah.
He'd have a pizza for dinner, and then he would take a pizza for lunch for his job. And then he would order 2 pizzas, and he'd eat a pizza for dinner, and he'd take a pizza to lunch. And it was like regular clockwork.
Yeah.
He didn't order his pizza. He didn't order his pizza. 3 days. And my manager was just like, something ain't right. I'm going to call this guy. So he called him, because he thought maybe that we had messed something up, because he was a really good customer. And the drivers liked him too, because he'd tip you like $5 every time you show up or whatever,
Yeah.
So he's going to call the guy and see what the problem is. And some lady answered the phone, and he said, "I'm just looking for so-and-so. We haven't heard from him in a while. And we want to make sure, everything's okay with our service and all that." And they said, "Oh, he passed away, 3 days ago or whatever." And
that's wild.
Like, dang, man. He was a good tipper.
Ain't that weird how you used to know somebody like that? Just, I mean, it's strange.
Yeah.
I know death is
I also pulled up to a house one time, and this guy come walking out, and he looked like he had just put his face in a bag of cocaine. He had like coke smeared everywhere. He was shaking, and he come walking out, and then he wanted to pay me in change, And he starts
that's the worst.
he starts counting out, and then he
I
gets
don't
like
do that.
he's got to shake so bad because he's done so much coke or whatever it is he was doing that he finally just closes the bag of change and just hands it to me. He says, I think that's enough. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
So I got back to the thing and he had given me like a $10 tip.
Wow. I went to this place one time with his house. It was a big mobile home, but it was built like a house or whatever, with a great big fenced in yard, real big chain link fence all the way around it. I mean, it was big. And I walk up to the gate and I yell for the guy back then. I didn't have a phone. You know what I mean?
No.
And I'm yelling. I'm yelling. And I'm knocking on the gate and banging on the gate. Nobody ever comes. No dogs. No nothing. There's no beware dogs. No nothing. Right? I'm like, all right. Well, I'm gonna go to the front door then. So I took off across this big yard. Okay. I get all the way up on this big giant porch. Big one. Knock on the door. Guy answers, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Like that. I was like, "Yeah, I'm just here to deliver your pizza. What are you talking about?" He was like, "My dogs are out there. They didn't see you." By that time, these 3 giant German Shepherd dogs come out from underneath the porch that I had just walked right by, walked up on, and knocked on the door. They didn't come. I was like, "Holy smoke!" He walked me back out. He was like, "I'm gonna walk you out. No, you don't need to be out here by yourself. I'm gonna walk you." And he walked me back down there to my car so I could leave. I was like, "Holy smokes!"
They smelled the pizza and was like, "Well, we ain't gonna stop this guy. He's bringing pizza."
Bro, they could have got me good. I would have never. I was out there in the wide open. And
Dude,
me, I'm not. It ain't like I'm going to outrun a dog. I'll throw the pizza at him, maybe.
Yeah, that's what you do. You got pizza, you bribe them with the pizza. Oh, you want a slice?
Hell yeah! Like, dude, I'm sorry, your pizza gone, but your dog ain't hungry. All right.
You need a sign up that says "Don't go through the gate." Is what you need.
I had a Rottweiler about me one time too. I opened the door of the car and I walked around and got around to the front of the car and eye to eye with him. And he's about 10 feet over there. So I'm just looking at him.
Well,
and I went running back and jumped in the car. And he, like, just like in the movies, he hit the glass of the car, boom. Woo, woo, woo. I was like, man, I don't know if I need to be delivering pizza. This is crazy.
Yeah. Well, I'm a mailman, so I deal with dogs all the time, and I've had some pretty. But I've only been bit twice in my life. I got bit when I was a kid. I was a young kid. I got bit, and the dog wasn't even trying to bite me. It was trying to bite another dog, and I got bit. Mm. And then the second time I got bit, I was delivering mail out on Route 8, and same situation. Like, they got a big fenced-in yard, and I walked up and rattled the fence and yelled, and they didn't have a sign up. So I opened the gate, which we ain't supposed to do at the post office. Okay, if anybody at the post office is watching, I know we ain't supposed to do that. Walked through the gate, and she opened the front door, and this Pomeranian come running out. And I had on my work boots, and he clamped onto my leg and bit me right above my work boot. He's a little bitty guy. And I reached down and grabbed him by the scruff of his neck, which he started yelping like I was killing him. And I handed him to her and handed her a mail. And she said, "I'm so sorry. I was like, it ain't no big deal."
Oh, geez.
Yeah. He was probably, a lap dog. He looked like he was groomed, twice a week. He had a bow tie on. I wasn't really worried about catching rabies or anything like that. So it was okay. So my one story of getting bit by a dog was a Pomeranian, the smallest dog possible, bit me.
Well, at least it was a Pomeranian. My goodness. I got bit by a dog when I was a kid too. I was in, like, I don't know, second grade or something like that. I was riding my bike down the streets, of the city.
Yeah.
And this little dog just come. I went by this house, and this dog just come flying off the front porch, went running straight out into the road, and freaking knocked me off my bike, and just went to bite my leg, and I was like, I couldn't get. I was like, what the heck, man? My dad, dude. Oof.
Oh, he wanted to kill that dog, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh, my dad was so mad. And now I had to go get tested, make sure I didn't have rabies, all that stuff. Whew. Sucked. And it made me nervous of dogs for a long time. It really did. If it wasn't my dog, you know what I mean? The other dogs, strange dogs, still make me a little nervous. A little bit.
Well, my route is filled with dogs, and I've made friends with most of them. So, and the ones that I have a bulldog that's behind an electric fence, and I will not cross the electric fence. All their packages go at the mailbox. I did cross the electric fence one time. He was not out in the yard. So I went up, I was going to set it on the porch. And right when I went to set their package on the porch, they opened the front door, and here he come.
Oh, no.
And the box was maybe, I don't know, 6 inches by 6 inches. And I've got a hold of it, and I'm just fighting this dog back with this box, trying to, get past the electric fence. And finally his owner reached out and grabbed him by his collar. And then I handed him the box, and I was like, okay, I'm probably never coming to your front porch again. You can just get your packages at the thing. He said, man, I'm so sorry. He apologized. I don't know. We didn't know you were out there. I was like, no, it's okay. It's all right. He's like, I can't believe you just fought off that dog with a box. I was like, well, I didn't know what else to do.
I didn't have a choice. What you want me to do?
Now they have dog spray that they want us to carry with us. It's like a mace for dogs, but I'm too much of a dog lover to use it.
Yeah.
I ran over a guy's dog one time. I felt so bad. I went up to the door. I was dreading the conversation. I knocked on the door. I said, sir, I'm so sorry. I just ran over your dog. And he stepped out on the porch and looked. And he said, well, the dumb son of a bitch probably deserved it. It's not your fault.
Oh my God.
In a way, I was relieved. And in another way, I was like, wow, that's pretty heartless, man.
No kidding. Jeez. All right, man. Well, let's get out of here. We've been on here for a while, and I hear the wives stirring around up there. I think supper about getting ready, and I can smell something brewing up there. So I'll go check it out.
Orange Ham says, I know this dog he speaks of.
He met him too, huh?
He met him too, yeah.
All right, man. Well, enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, enjoy your Super Bowl and the Hogs. Hopefully we enjoy the Hogs game. Hopefully we get on here Monday and the Hogs have won and the Chiefs have lost. How awesome would that be? That would be a great weekend. Right there.
That would be.
And out of the two,
ideal.
I'll take the Hogs win. Okay.
I would too.
Chiefs can three-peat. If that means the Hogs can win, go ahead and three-peat.
All right, man. Have a good night, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Peace, brother.
Peace.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.